We are, this morning, y'all are getting something that in all of my years of preaching, I'm not sure I have ever done before. I kind of figured that out. All the years that I've been preaching, it translates to something along the lines of like 750 plus sermons that I've written over all of these years. That's pretty much just thinking about it. But I got to going this week, and I got to working on the sermon, and you all are getting the third version of this sermon. It wasn't even that way when I heavily edited the other two times, so I started a completely new document all those different times. This is 3 times that I worked to write this sermon this week. I mean, not that there was any pressure or anything. You know, it's not All Saints Sunday, it's not Lunch Sunday. It's not, we aren't in the middle of not smelling really good food that is coming up after you're making me want to keep things short today. There is just as a preacher, for those Sundays, like, oh, I got to do this right, I got to do this well. And I had to, several different times, take a step back. As I started writing the sermon, and I first wanted to use the song lyrics in there for turn, and because I love that song, I didn't realize that it was actually quoting scripture. I remember when I first heard this song, it was probably back when I was in high school. I finally had my own car. I was 16 years old. I was driving around. I had control of the radio finally. Right? You know how that goes. You get your own car, you can be the one that chooses what you're going to listen to. And I was sitting in my white 1988 Ford Escort hatchback 2-door. It had 4 hamsters under the hood. That thing didn't go very fast, but it got you from place to place. And I turned around and I listened to the song and I loved it, but I never paid attention to the words. Until we started working on it in the band, and I looked at those words and I said, oh wait, I recognize those. That's Ecclesiastes chapter 3. This is, they just took that straight out of Scripture. That is, and what I love about that is it shows that Scripture is not just words on a page, but you can take that and set that into music, and it works wonderfully well, it works beautifully. But something still wasn't settling about that, so I went back and took another stab at it. And took a stab at it going with, well, we're going to be in fall. Back in July, I think, when I started thinking about where we were going to land for today, I knew that I wanted the pictures we were going to have up, all that, I wanted to have the fall colors up there, and I wanted that to be a major part of what we were doing, and I didn't quite have all of this in mind, but it was something similar to this I was thinking of for today as we were honoring our saints, and so I said, well, we can do something with the fall seasons and the wonderful colors that come at this time of year, because fall always announces its presence, doesn't it? I mean, technically, spring probably has more beautiful colors, but they get kind of buried, or you have to find them in the right flowers. I've lived in some parts of Missouri where you get up on the river bluffs, and you get up there at the top, and you look at it, it's almost like these waves of deep oranges and browns and reds that go on for miles until you get to the horizon, right? Fall says it's here. But sometimes it still wasn't quite settling very much for that. So I took another step back and I started asking myself some questions. One of the questions was, what do I want to say on this day? What do I want to say? More importantly, what do I think God is doing? Then I'd like to do another question. Well, what season are we in right now? Because we are very much inside of a season of change, aren't we? I mean, because the church, we know we've been in a season of change for a while, and just watching that we've had the presidential conferences this week says that pause we've kind of felt where things have been frozen for a while is starting to thaw, and things are beginning to take shape and happen again. We've known in the church for a long time, we've been in kind of this period of change and transition, and we don't know completely where everything is going, but we know that. But it's not just in the church, as a society as a whole, we've been in this season of change, haven't we? I'm pretty sure I won't ask anyone to show hands, but we've all had an experience where we've maybe been thinking that we're not always a big fan of all the changes that we're seeing, right? Sometimes we're uncomfortable, sometimes they're not things that we understand. Sometimes we just aren't really sure of anything. We're in that place, aren't we? We're in this season of change. So I ask myself, in the midst of that, what is God doing? Go back to our song this morning, this passage from Ecclesiastes. And we use this passage of scripture for a lot of different things over the years. And we have these pairings of words that come out in there, and then sometimes it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of rhyme or reason to them. Some of these pairings start with words that we think are more positive, and they go to negative words. Some of them are negative words, and they go to positive words. And some of them just plain feel awkward. They're not things that we are used to saying, right? They're terms of phrases that we would have said that very differently as we go through this passage. But what I like about what the song has done for this is it takes this passage and it inserts that refrain in there. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And the purpose of everything under heaven. I got the last part of that wrong. You'd think all the time I sung it, I get that last line right, but I didn't. But you get the point there. In musical notation, we call that thing a refrain. And in traditional church language, we call that a canticle. And canticles are things that we put into scripture reading. Most of the time we do this with psalms, where we take psalms and we divide them up into sections, and then in between each section, we put this little canticle in it that is meant to help guide our thoughts and guide our prayers, guide our understanding of what's going on. They are permanent additions to scripture. They're just meant to help us to grow in our faith. And I love how that little refrain, that little canticle that we did in this song, helps keep these things in perspective. So we are in a season. And seasons come, and seasons go. We know that we're in the middle of fall right now, and we felt that kind of weather change, kind of begin to change a little bit, and someone said the dreaded S word might be in the forecast at the end of next week, right? We know that winter is coming. We also know the winter will ultimately turn into spring, which will turn into summer, which will back to fall. The seasons keep going over and over and over again. The question for us is, what are we doing in the midst of those seasons? What are we doing as these things come back around over and over again? Are we doing more? Are we doing less? Are we growing closer to God, or are we growing farther away from God? Because that's what can happen as we go through these seasons. We know that they're going to come back, and we know what is our duty in the midst of that. What should we be doing in the midst of those things? And we see this happen all throughout Scripture. These seasons come and the seasons go. In the Old Testament, there's the way of thinking about that that says, well, Israel is good, they're right with God, and then they fall away from God. They get into trouble. They cry out to God for help. God comes to their aid, and He takes them out of what it is they are suffering, and everything is good again, and they have a good relationship with God, and that cycle starts itself over again, right? It just keeps going. That's the way you look at the Old Testament. You can see that pattern happen over and over and over again. And we can see even very clearly, you get to the book of Judges. And it's like that cycle just, someone hit fast forward on there, that cycle just speeds up as we go through there. But we can see what they're doing in there. And we can see that they choose badly through those seasons. They are growing increasingly just a little bit at a time, but every time they go through that cycle of seasons, they go just a little bit farther away from God. To the point that by the time we get to Samson's story in the book of Judges, Samson and Delilah, that story, Samson and his hair, and Samson, who, if he had been any earlier in the book of Judges, probably would have been held up as a villain, or at least as an nemesis to someone. In this part of Judges is seen as a hero because he has one redeeming quality about him, and that is he doesn't ever get his hair cut. That's how far things had fallen by the time we get to Samson. Now, to Samson's credit, he does begin to see a little bit more clearly by the end of his story who God is. He has one moment where he really fully better understands who God is, better than at any time in his life, and then literally pulls a building down on top of himself. Like this. He has that one moment where he kind of gets it. Notice how far Israel had fallen throughout the book of Judges. That's why the next thing that happens is we get to Samuel. We can see something new happen inside of that same cycle as Israel begins to grow closer to God once again. Look look at the New Testament, we see how this plays itself out differently. We see the same cycle of work, but now it happens a little bit differently. We look to, we have this series of letters once we get past the book of Acts, and you just these little short snapshots of time as the apostles and as Paul and as others who are followers of Jesus are relating in their story and talking to others and drawing them to faith. We see them dealing with some of the same things over and over and over again, and each time they're trying to grow, they're trying to do just a little bit better. For every cycle, for every season, as one goes into the next, they make their choice to do a little bit more, to grow in their faith, to do a little bit better. Which way do we want it to go? What is God doing in us? We've seen our own cycle of seasons take place in the church. Even in this church. Now, this church has not always been on this corner. We've been all over Marceline, it feels like. From when Marceline was first founded in the late 1880s, I'm taking this off of the history that someone had that I've copied out a couple of different versions of our website. So if someone knows different, correct me later. But we've been to several different places, multiple different buildings, that we've been in here. And even though we got here, we didn't stay static here in that moment either. We started out in one building, and then we've got a new building, and then we changed the way the sanctuary was organized, and then there was the fire that came in, and sometime if you get really brave and want to go up there, you can go up above the sanctuary, and you can still see some of the charred beams that are up there. You want to go change some lights that are up there? Gary would probably love for you to do that. I don't recommend doing that if you're old boy like me. Those are little boards and very long open spaces up there. But we've seen those things happen. We've seen it as we added an education going on to the other side of the church. We've seen it had a bell tower, they came down, and now there's bosses up there, the bell sits outside. More recently, we've done just some variety of smaller things around the church that say that things are different, things are changing. Things just as simple as replacing a driveway into the parking lot, replacing awnings out here in front. A little bit bigger things like putting in the garden. Bigger things that, pardon the pun, that have changed the way that we are anchored in this part of our community with the boat. I guess I pardon the pun, it wasn't a very good one. That have shaped in new ways who we are in this place. But this is still just the building. The building is important because the building declares our presence in this time and in this place and says, this is who we are. We are God's people in this place. And remember something even more important about this. The last thing that we're going to sing a little bit later in the service is we are a church. The first verse that starts with, I am a church, you are a church, you are a church, yeah. We go to the actual verse, not the chorus. The church is not a building, the church is not a people, the church is not a resting place, the church is a people, right? This is who we are. There are people that have gone from place to place throughout time. There's always been the people, God's people here that have been living this life. Going through all of these seasons as one turns into the next. And we remember all these folks, we have their pictures that are up here, and these would be places we have, even more that we have named on our list of our saints for today, and the folks that have helped us to be here at this time in this place. They've already shown us God at work. And we know as time goes on that we will find ourselves at some point in time that our pictures and our names will join the list of the saints that have lived this life, knowing that our responsibility is to head on to the next generation. To teach, to bring up, to light, to be a part, to help them to see God at work, to see what God is doing in their season, in their life, in their time, that they are. The question always comes still to us, what do we choose? As we go through these seasons, as one season goes into another, do we choose to overweight? Do we choose to take a step back? Do we choose to grow? become more, see more clearly what God is doing. I choose that greater faith because I see God at work in the people of this church. I see the need for greater faith because I believe that's what God is calling us to be a place for all seasons here, to provide stability and hope, to provide refuge and action, to help for discernment, to show up for all of God's people in all generations, that this is a place where we can do that, because this is who God has called us to be. We've got a lot of different ways that we will make that happen over the coming months and years, so know that God is at work, and that is the choice of who I hope to be and who I think we are as a people of faith in the church in this season and in this time. I'm looking forward to seeing what God is going to do in us. We come today to celebrate that gift, celebrate that season, to celebrate God with His people here and now, in generations also that have come before us, and the generations still that will come after. This is God at work. Let us be His people that go through the seasons, seeking Him, following Him, and growing closer each and every day. Let's do this in Christ's name. Amen.